The hippopotamus, or hippo, is the third largest land mammal, known for its massive size and semi-aquatic lifestyle. Spending most of its time in rivers and lakes, it helps maintain healthy ecosystems while grazing on land at night. Despite its calm look, it is powerful and aggressive, and its survival is threatened by poaching and habitat loss. The name hippopotamus comes from the ancient Greek words hippos, horse, and potamos, river, earning them the nickname, river horse. However, their closest living relatives aren't horses but whales and dolphins. Hippos spend up to 16 hours a day submerged in rivers or lakes to protect their sensitive skin from the harsh African sun. Their eyes, ears, and nostrils are positioned high on their heads, allowing them to stay almost entirely underwater while still breathing and surveying their surroundings. Hippos produce a unique reddish-pink substance often mistaken for blood or sweat. This oily fluid, called hipposudoric acid, acts as a multitasking marvel. It shields their skin from UV rays, prevents dehydration, and even fights bacterial infections. The secretion turns colorless when first released but oxidizes to a rusty hue within minutes. In captivity, hippos appear paler because they're less exposed to sunlight and stress, reducing their need for this natural sunscreen. Hippos are semi-aquatic masters, capable of holding their breath for 5 to 6 minutes while submerged. They can walk along riverbeds, sleep underwater, and even give birth in water. To avoid drowning, their bodies automatically trigger a reflex to surface for air, even during sleep. Calves practice bounce breathing as they learn to follow their mothers, popping up every 20 to 30 seconds. Remarkably, hippos don't have gills or webbed feet. They rely entirely on buoyancy and muscle control. Despite weighing up to 4,000 kilograms, 8,800 pounds, hippos can sprint at 30 kilometers per hour, 19 miles per hour, faster than the average human. Their barrel-shaped bodies and short legs are deceptively powerful, allowing explosive bursts of speed to escape threats or charge intruders. On land, they often follow well-worn trails to grazing areas, creating pathways used by other animals. However, their stamina is limited. They can't maintain top speed for more than a few hundred meters. Hippos are strict herbivores, consuming 35 to 40 kilograms, 77 to 88 pounds, of grass nightly. They leave water at dusk, using their wide, muscular lips to rip up vegetation close to the ground. Despite their massive size, they have a simple stomach, unlike cows, and rely on microbial fermentation in their large intestines to break down tough grasses. Their grazing habits help maintain savanna ecosystems by preventing overgrowth, but droughts can force them to raid crops, leading to conflicts with farmers. Hippos are responsible for an estimated 500 human deaths annually in Africa, more than lions or crocodiles. Males are fiercely territorial, defending stretches of river with jaw-snapping displays and charges. Even boats aren't safe. Hippos can capsize small vessels with their bulk or bite through wooden hulls. Despite their aggression, they rarely eat meat, though rare cases of opportunistic carnivory, scavenging carcasses, have been documented during food shortages. Genetic studies reveal hippos share a common ancestor with whales and dolphins that lived 55 million years ago. Fossils of Pakicetus, a wolf-sized land mammal, show early steps toward aquatic life. While whales evolved flippers and streamlined bodies, hippos retained their stocky form but developed amphibious traits like dense bones to sink and specialized skin. This evolutionary split makes hippos the only surviving land whales, offering scientists clues about how mammals transition to water. Male hippos use feces to mark territory in a behavior called dung showering. By spinning their tails like propellers while defecating, they scatter poop over wide areas, up to 10 meters 33 feet. This creates visual and olfactory boundaries that warn rival males and attract females. The strong odor also helps hippos navigate murky waters. Interestingly, dominant males often allow subordinate males to live in their territory if they perform submissive dung-spreading rituals. Hippos are nocturnal foragers, traveling up to 10 kilometers (6 miles) nightly to feed. They follow the same paths for years, creating deep trenches in the landscape. Their night vision is poor, so they rely on memory and scent to navigate. During droughts, herds may trek farther for food, risking exhaustion and overheating. To cool off, they secrete extra blood sweat and wallow in mud, which hardens into a protective crust against the sun. Hippos live in groups called bloats or pods, typically led by a dominant male. Females and calves form the core, while younger males linger on the edges until they challenge the leader. Communication includes grunts, honks, and jaw clapping, a loud warning to rivals. Mothers are fiercely protective, shielding calves from crocodiles, lions, and even aggressive males. Despite their social bonds, hippos don't groom each other or share food, focusing instead on territorial cohesion and survival. Conservation efforts for hippopotamuses focus on protecting their habitats, reducing human-wildlife conflicts, and addressing the threats of poaching and illegal trade. Hippos are often targeted for their ivory-like teeth and meat, which has led to population declines in many regions. To combat this, governments and conservation organizations have established protected areas and national parks where hippos can live safely, while also working with local communities to promote coexistence and sustainable land use. Anti-poaching patrols, stricter law enforcement, and international regulations under CITES, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, help reduce the illegal trade of hippo parts. In addition, education and awareness campaigns aim to highlight the ecological importance of hippos in maintaining healthy aquatic ecosystems, encouraging people to support their protection. Conservation projects also focus on water management, since hippos depend on rivers and wetlands that are increasingly threatened by climate change, pollution, and agricultural expansion. Through these combined efforts, conservationists hope to ensure that hippo populations remain stable and continue to play their vital role in the balance of African ecosystems.
Thank you all for watching this here video.